Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture on the subject of Business Administration, Special Paper 5. Title of this subject is Human Resource Management, and we are discussing chapter number 2, Human Resource Planning and Development. So let's start with this lecture. Before that, I will give you a recap to the previous lectures that we had. Initially, I have given introduction to your overall syllabus. Then we completed the first unit, Human Resource Management and Overview. And now in the second unit, that is Human Resource Planning and Development. In the last lecture, I have explained objectives of manpower planning and development and need for manpower planning and development. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss the further concepts which are part of the second unit. As you know, manpower planning is also called as human resource planning, and it consists of putting right number of people, right kind of people at the right place and right time. Effective manpower development provide support for current and future employee development, which includes providing new employee orientation, helping employees to develop their career, identifying performance gaps, optimization of performance. So here in this introductory part, we have basically mentioned what is the manpower planning. So as mentioned in the first paragraph, manpower planning is nothing but planning the human resource or planning the manpower which will require in your organization. That is selecting right number of people, right kind of people at the right place and at right time. And when manpower planning or manpower development is done effectively, it will help your organization in various ways. Now we will be talking about the concept of recruitment, which is part of manpower planning. So let's see the definition for recruitment. It can be defined as process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating and encouraging them to apply for jobs in an organization. So in the definition, very simply you can understand recruitment is basically a process where you search for prospective employees, that is people who can be our employees, and further stimulating and encouraging them. So here you try to attract these people as a prospective employee and you encourage them to apply for the job in your organization. Let's see the meaning. Recruitment refers to the overall process of identifying, attracting, screening, shortlisting, and interviewing suitable candidates for jobs, either permanent or temporary, within an organization. So, in the first meaning, you can understand that again recruitment is a process, and in short, the process is mentioned. That is, first you have to identify, attract, screen, shortlist, interview, and then select the candidate. Second definition, in human resource management, recruitment is the process of finding and hiring the best and most qualified candidate for a job opening in a timely and cost effective manner. So, in the second meaning, again, as you can see, recruitment is a process, and under that, we have to find and hire the best and most qualified candidate for a job opening, and this has to be done within the required time and with the minimum possible cost. Now we will see what are the sources of recruitment, that is from where we can recruit the required manpower. So sources of recruitment are classified into two, that is internal sources and external sources. So first we will see internal sources. Internal here means how we can get the employees within the organization. So first is promotion. As you know, promotion means to give a higher position status salary, and responsibility to the employee. So the vacancy can be filled by promoting a suitable candidate from the same organization. Second is transfers. Transfer means a change in the place of employment without any change in the position, status, salary, and responsibility of the employee. So, the vacancy can be filled by transferring a suitable candidate from the same organization. Third, internal advertisements. The vacancy is advertised within the organization. The existing employees are asked to apply for the vacancy. So, recruitment is done within the organization. Fourth, retired managers. Retired managers may be recalled for a short period. This is done when organization cannot find a suitable candidate. Then you call back one of your retired manager who is more experienced and who can fulfill that job for a short period of time. Number 5, recall from long leave. The organization may recall a manager who has gone on a long leave. This is done when the organization faces a problem which can only be solved by that particular manager. After he solves the problem, his leave is again further extended. So, these are the basic 5 sources from where you can hire the employees internally. Now, let's see what are the external sources of recruitment. So, number 1 is management consultants. Management consultants are used for selecting higher level staff. They act as a representative of the employer. They make all the necessary arrangements for recruitment and selection. In return of their service, they take a service charge or commission for this. Number 2 is public advertisements. The personal department of a company advertises the vacancy in newspaper or on the internet. This advertisement gives information about the company, the job, and the required qualities of the candidate. However, it is a costly and time consuming method. Number 3 is campus recruitment. As you know, there are various institute, universities or colleges where final year students who are soon to become graduate are interviewed. Suitable candidates are selected by the organization based on their academic record, communication skill, intelligence, etc. And number 4 is recommendations. The organization may also recruit candidates based on the recommendations received from existing managers or from the parent companies. So, these again 4 are the basic sources of external recruitment. Therefore, we can say that there are various sources of recruitment. Organizations have to use some or all of these sources at times in order to hire and recruit people as per the requirement. So, now we will move on to the next point, that is selection process. Selection means choosing a few from those who have applied for the job in an organization. It is a picking up of applicants with requisite qualifications and qualities to fulfill or to fill jobs in the organization. So that is what selection means. Now we will see the process of selection in detail. So number 1, inviting job applications. As you know, the selection or recruitment process begins when company gives advertisement in the newspaper inviting job application. Once you receive all the job application from the prospective employees, second step is scrutinizing the application. So here you may have to remove unsuitable candidates or incomplete job applications. those which are not suitable for the post or those forms which are incomplete, those are rejected. Then the second step is written test. So the applications which are selected, those applications are invited for the written test. Various written tests are conducted during selection procedure such as aptitude test, intelligence test, reasoning test, personality test, etc. These tests are used to objectively assess the potential candidate. Then, after completing the test, those who qualify the test are called for the interview. Now, interviews is basically one-on-one interaction between the interviewer and the potential candidate. It is used to find whether the candidate is best suited for the required job or not. Again, there are various types of interview. So, based on the requirement of the organization, all these interviews of the possible candidates are conducted. Next, checking of references. Candidates provide reference in the application form. The personal department of the organization writes letter to the person whose names and address are given by the candidate as reference. So under references, the organization try to inquire about the applicant to those names which are given as reference. Number 6, that is after completing written test, interview and checking of reference, the next important step is selection of the candidate. So all those who were interviewed, from them suitable candidates are selected. After selection, next is medical examination. Medical tests are conducted to ensure physical fitness of the potential employee. It will decrease chances of employee absenteeism. After clearing the medical examination, the appointment letters are sent to the selected candidates. Once they join the duty, once they are appointed, then the induction program is conducted. Under induction, the employees are introduced in the company. They are given detailed information about the company, various department. All these things are part of induction. And after induction, once the employees start their day-to-day routine work, the follow-up is required. That is, you have to undertake regular follow-up regarding how the employee is working or how he is providing benefit to the organization. So all these steps are part of selection process. Thank you.